What's up, my Moon Tribe? I'm Haley, and welcome back to Moon Tribe Tarot. These are going to be general messages for the star sign of Aries from June 1st to the 5th, 2020. So take what resonates and leave how it does not. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me where your messages will 100% correlate to your story because they are specifically for you in mind, you can find all the information how to reach me in the description box down below. Without any further ado, I have already gone ahead and pulled your cards for you off camera, Aries, so let's get right into it. We got the King of Swords with the World and the Six of Pentacles. So the World is a major arcana card for completions, cycles, ending. It represents the successful completion of something, the successful closing of a chapter in a book, and beginning a brand new one. This is the answers to something that you have sought. It is goal completion. It is an ending and a new beginning in the realm somewhere else. The King of Swords is an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius doesn't have to be unless it's just it can just show up as his energy. This could potentially even be you, but the King of Swords is incredibly good with the way that he thinks. He'd be physically more mature than you, older, or emotionally more mature than most people, but he is somebody older. He is an adult, where the page is a child and the knight is kind of like that teenager, young adolescent kid. He is the adult, and he represents that he... So the Knight of Wands, sorry, not the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands is somebody very good with his intellect. He would kind of be the people's champion, but he would have known pain in his life, and it makes him able and easy to understand who he needs in his life and who he doesn't. If he believes and truly believes that you are not worthy of... that you have proven to him that you are a traitor, that you have betrayed his trust, that you have done something to actually betray him, and he will not allow that in his life. He only allows the best of the best people to be in his life, but he gives everybody the benefit of the doubt. He gives everybody the benefit of the doubt, and if you turn out to not meet his expectations, he does not keep you around. But he would be a provider. He is somebody that is a leader, very mature, and would do his best to make sure that you are taken care of because you are one of his people. If you are one of his people, he does the absolute most that he possibly can for you. But if you're not, he doesn't really give a shit. He's somebody that can cut somebody out if they don't deserve it. So here... okay. The Six of Pentacles is representative of something being fair. It represents that the balances are equal, but I like to say that this card is more of a card of welfare than it is of balance, because it is still a fair card, but when we think about welfare, we think about unemployment, we think about handouts, we think about food stamps, we think about people on Section 8. It's kind of... yes, it's fair and it's balanced, but the government, decides who gets what. Are you in need of this help? Are you actually going to benefit from this help? Do you make enough money to not need our help? So it's a handout. It represents he is choosing who he gives his energy to, and it is balanced. He is being generous with his money, but it's kind of that attitude where you're like, yeah, I'll help you, but, like, you gotta know that I'm the one in charge here, that, yeah, I have, like, a lot of money to offer, and, like, I gotta be careful on who I give it to, and, like, yeah, I think that you need my help. It's kind of gonna be that kind of energy. It's not actually, in all cases, going to be physical money, but it could actually be money for some of you. For the rest of you, I just think that this is a situation with a person trying to act more generous. That I don't want to say that he's not actually being generous, because he is. It is a fair, balanced card, but I think he's being a little snooty and a little high horsey on himself, or he's on his high horse is what I'm trying to say with that, where I think I'm going to ask for clarity for why the King of Swords in the World is here, because I can read it a very specific way, but I just need the clarity first before I say that. The World and the King of Swords, why are they here together? Two of Pentacles, juggling a situation. The Two of Pentacles is representative of a situation where you're doing very well at juggling home, work, life, and everything, but it is saying that you are juggling too much and that you have to be careful with what you juggle, because something is going to fall through the cracks. It's going to force its way out of your life. The universe will pick something to drop from you if you can't decide what to put on the back burner. So you are juggling this situation with the King of Swords in the World. I think it's possible that you want some sort of successful ending or some sort of successful completion or closure. Whatever, you had this kind of connection with the King of Swords individual where you were kind of, I don't want to say that you're stuck to them, but you are juggling them in your life. I feel like there is something here that needs to be wrapped up. There is goal completion to be had with this person that you need to wrap up. And I do see that this person comes in and is fair to you, but I kind of see it in kind of a the type of relationship that I see this as is he is going to be giving you what he gives best, his aid, but I kind of feel like he might be doing it in a way where it kind of makes you feel like, I don't want to say that you don't feel like you have total control, because it is going to be fair, but I think that you might feel that this person has more control of you than you do, or of the situation, not you. I think that this person has more control of the goal success here than you specifically do in this moment, and I think that it depends on if this person is being toxic to you or not, because you can do a 180 and be like, I'm just going to go elsewhere, because if you're going to be like that, I don't really need your help. But it does represent that he is going to come in and give you your help. So where does this go for... Shit, I said Aries, right? I'm sorry, it's for Aries. We'll just go for Aries after the Six of Pentacles. Death. There is going to be a change in a situation, a transformation, a cycle of ending. When we have the world and death together, it could be somewhat, I don't want to say it's painful, but it is going to be a catastrophic kind of change. It is going to be some sort of large removal blockages on your path. Can I have one more card for what the death card here is representative of? Okay, waiting for something. So so this whole process is all happening. I feel like you might be asking for this person for help because you're trying to change the way that you do things. And I think this person is being generous with the aid that they give you. And I think that they are helping you because they see that you are trying to make a change. You too might have had a past before where this person might not have wanted to help you because he didn't think that you were making a change, but I think that you are making a change. I think that change is happening in this situation, and it's going to be something that you have to put a lot of hard work into, but you are going to eventually get there. Where does this go after the Seven of Pentacles? What happens after the Seven of Pentacles? Okay, so it is going to be a long time coming. This is some sort of large change where I feel like you are not going to be dependent on this person's help any longer, where you might have in the past. And this is going to be a situation where you are primarily focused on making sure that you have what you need for yourself and taking care of yourself first and being more dependent on yourself so you don't have to ask other people for help. Or their generosity, because it's going to be a change within you that you're going to have a lot of work put inside of yourself to make sure that you work through things to completion. Make sure this is going to be a very heavily patience spread, where you need to have the patience in order to do this, because you're not just going to get there and one day start working and see success immediately. That's not how this goes for you. This is going to be something that it will take planning, it will take prudence and assessment. It is going to take a long time to get there, but you are eventually going to make progress. You will eventually see your ships coming in, but don't be hard on yourself for not having this come to fruition as soon as you would like, because this is a change, this is a metamorphosis, this is something that you are not used to doing. It is okay. Everything is subjective. The amount of time it takes you to get to success is subjective to you and only you. It doesn't matter about this King of Swords. It doesn't matter how long it took him to get to a success. That's not your story. You are a completely different person. Don't let other people hold standards to you that they can't, because they are not you. You're the only one that the storyline follows, and therefore it is right for you because it is your story, Aries. This is your story. You get to decide where it goes. This is a good reading. I'll see you later. Peace out and take care, my Moon Tribe.